Hello, my beautiful Aries, and welcome. Today we're going to be doing pulling a couple cards from the Sun and Moon Tarot, and the focus really is on self-care, self-love, and so we'll be looking at strengths and weaknesses, and then we'll be pulling a card for clarification or just for some additional advice from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And then again, or not again, for the first time, we'll be pulling a challenge card for the month of July, something just to get us out of our comfort zone, from the Courage Over Comfort deck. And then from our Stress Less deck, we'll pull a card that's more about relaxation, meditation, something else that you can do this month to help relax. All right, so first position is going to be weaknesses, and second position is going to be strengths. And it looks like we've got a card popping out. Indolence. Okay, that's the Eight of Cups. A lot of different things meant around that one now. Okay, so let's pull, the moon. Okay, wow, there we go. The moon as our strengths card. Wonderful. Okay, so this position, the Eight of Cups position, is actually speaks to something that you might feel is lacking for you right now. So remember, these things aren't permanent. The energies shift all the time. Things change, are constantly changing all the time, as we know from our current environment. And so, don't feel like you're stuck in this is my point. And that's exactly what this reading is about, right? Is addressing things as they come up for you. So please do take what resonates, leave the rest behind, as it may be a message for somebody else. So, okay, Eight of Cups. So in this card, you see this person is walking away from this stack, really, of cups that are theoretically already full, okay? And cups represent love in this situation. They can also represent emotions, things, but in Eight of Cups, this is talking about things that you have already built up, and that this person, that you're walking away from these things, right? What I'm getting here is that you're walking away from things that are already defined in your life, and the way that they've been compartmentalized or defined has left you feeling a bit trapped. Because the reason I'm getting this is because this person is walking towards the ocean. And I mean, the ocean's, there's no container that the ocean fits in, unless you think of the world as the ocean's container, I suppose. But really, this water is just, a giant space of potentiality in terms of feelings and building additional or filling additional cups of love. But you may be walking away from that right now and feeling as if, so the Eight of Cups on that journey, you have 8 cups, but you're looking for your 10 of Cups, right? That feeling of fullness and completeness, satisfaction in your life. So this could be in relationships, that's usually what it tends to be. Could be in work, career, finances. It could be in your personal life, friendships. Again, also, it could you know, these cups could represent relationships, not just significant other, but family members. Could be talking about that. In fact, that really feels like it might be something to look at, is your family, your friendships, those relationships in your life is what I'm getting. And you're doing this by the light of the moon, which means that you're following your intuition and you are just heading for this, you know, what you perceive to be a greater abundance that you haven't been able to capture in your cups this far. Now let's look at the moon here, because you've got the moon lighting, you know, your direction, and the moon in this position is strength, or can be seen as your ally in what it is that you're working on, right? So, you know, it might be that the moon is here to say that, you know, maybe it's time to examine, you know, those underlying thoughts and ideas about the the love, the relationships that you have in your life. You know, you're certainly walking away, but you're not doing this in the fullness of the sunlight, right? And the moon, this is a major arcana card. So you might be at a stage right now where you are working on some inner growth and, you know, just, you know, looking at this particular challenge of going on, you know, a journey, leaving some things behind and going on a journey in search of greater fulfillment. But that you may be doing this in a very personal, inward way is what the moon is talking about here. And that very much is a strength for you. You know, the moon is looking down at the things that are being brought to light through the moonlight. But keep in mind that in moonlight, things can seem very black and white, right? You've got, and you might be going with your gut and that instinct that you have, that draw of the moon, that, you know, like you see a lot of times, like coyotes howling at the moon. But that you may not be seeing everything completely exposed here for you to really make some clear decisions. Like black and white is again showing up for me in that way. So keep that in mind as you move forward, as you do this inner work, that, you know, the people that are in your life may also be able to help you with this inner work that you're doing right now, in the sense that they can be mirrors for you. I'm getting a very strong sense of mirroring happening here from the moon card, and they can help you possibly to see yourself better, because if you think about it, yes, we can go within and we can do a lot of things that help us to recognize our strengths and our weaknesses. For example, journaling would be one thing that I just thought of there. But it may be that your friends and family can also do this for you, and just to recognize that as a good thing in your life, for sure. All right, let's pull another card, or rather a card for additional advice on this particular challenge that you're working on at this time in your life. And this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle. So we want to take a look for some answers from the landscape. That's what the Sacred Destiny Oracle speaks from, to find out what is it that she can maybe be doing, or just shed a little bit of light, some more light, maybe moonlight, on this particular Eight of Cups situation, that you are walking away from those things that you've built, you've worked so hard to build up, and why you might be doing that. Aha, there we go. that came out on the Y. So let's have a look. Ah, okay, taking risks. Well, very valid, actually. You are walking away, possibly because you're in a situation where you feel like, things are stagnant, perhaps. They haven't been changing. There's no growth. And so absolutely appropriate for you to walk away at this time, and looking for that openness and that magic that comes from the freedom, right, involved in taking risks. In fact, just on my my little calendar here, I have a note which seems appropriate. It says, a special kind of freedom is available to you if you're willing to take the risks, the freedom to make all your own choices. So perhaps all of these cups you feel that have been trapping you, and maybe these represent responsibilities in your life right now, right, that have been kind of defining you, and you are ready to gain a little bit of freedom so that you can push forward and move towards a more abundance in your life if you feel like that aspect is stagnant right now. Okay, let's get a challenge card for you, Aries. This is a fun deck. It's ginormous, so bear with me while I try to shuffle these together and pull something out that is for you. Okay. Okay. So this is just, it's exactly what it says. It's very straightforward. Courage over comfort. So taking risks is what the Oracle and this appears to be all about here for you. So let's see what challenge we can give you for the month of July in support of that, taking risks. Seems appropriate, right? Oh boy. Yeah. It's hard. This is a huge, deep deck here. Okay. All right, we're going to cut it in 3, and we take the center. All right, so there's 6 categories. You have picked, or you have a category from, you have a card from the, oh my goodness. Okay. This is from the self category, and this is to your challenge, if you choose to accept it, is to write your eulogy. Wow. Okay, so talk about focusing on the future and taking, I guess, an inventory of your life, taking stock of your life. I suppose what I'm getting from this card is that writing your eulogy will help you gain the perspective in terms of what do you want from your life, right? Looking back from this point, what do you want to be able to say about what you have done, what your life was about? Whew, oh my gosh, this is heavy duty stuff here. Okay. So clearly you're missing the taking risks side of things, and writing your eulogy will be a great way to reconnect with what it is that you're looking for, what's your fulfillment, life fulfillment especially, what that looks like. Whew, okay, let's pull a card from the Stress Less deck to wind up is not the right word, not the right way to say this, to help you de-stress, to relax into this process that you're going through, right? And these are all about things like meditation, ways of getting through to the things that you care about, and focusing in on that in a very calm and peaceful way. Ooh, nice card. Here we go. So we have open awareness. Okay, I'm just going to read this out to you. Says, find a comfortable but attentive seated position. Close your eyes and bring your attention to the thoughts and feelings you're experiencing moment to moment. Observe these thoughts and feelings in an open, non-judgmental way. Don't try to change them, but simply acknowledge their presence, gently guiding your focus back when your mind wanders. By witnessing your thoughts and emotions, you can discover a lot about yourself, your preoccupations, needs, worries, and values, among others. And this will help you learn how to regulate your moods more efficiently. All right. Well, I feel like this card brings us back to this Eight of Cups. Like I said, Eight of Cups is usually about emotions, and this person's clearly walking off this platform into a giant ocean of emotion. Didn't mean to rhyme there, sorry. But as you can see, this collection, it comes full circle, right? So this is definitely, it's been a wonderful reading and a wonderful, I guess, this challenge that you're working on. All of this seems to be very well related and in support of you doing the things that you need to do in order to get to a better place in your life. So thank you so much, Aries, for joining, and please let me know in the comments how this resonates or does not with you, and give me a like, share, subscribe, however you want to do that, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you. Goodbye.